Alright, gang, it is now day 3 of Answer Record Week 3, and today we're going to advance a little bit more into the 90s and also into something even more obscure, like Gigolette and her answer to games people play, maybe you've heard of. This one I bet you haven't. What's interesting about today's record is that it's a response to a record I don't even own, because it's not even really a hip-hop record, although, I mean, it kind of is. It's actually, now in 1993, like neo-soul artist Michelle Ocello, she had a big hit record called, If That Was Your Boyfriend, It Wasn't Last Night. You've surely heard of that, at least if you're around in the 90s. I say it wasn't hip-hop, but frankly, though, usually she sings, but she does rap on this one, and before this video, I was kind of always sort of thought of it as more like a spoken word piece, but I actually listened to it like right before recording this again, kind of refresh my memory of it, because I knew it from back in the day, but I haven't listened to it in ages, and she really is pretty much rapping. It's like pretty rhythmic and all. It's really rapping. It's not so much spoken word. It would be unfair to dismiss it otherwise, so it is a rap record, but she doesn't usually rap. So anyway, that was a big hit record. She's basically just kind of talking about, if that was your boyfriend, but last night he was with me, so explain that. And I remember the music video had like kind of all these models and stuff talking about their boyfriends intercut into the song. That was a huge record in this day, and Michelle's biggest record to date. So it absolutely makes sense that somebody would do an answer record to it. So in 1993, on Trumpet Records, a rapper named Geese came out with a song called My Ex-Boyfriend, That Was My Jawn. A fun thing to notice on the sticker cover here is that it says CD single right there, so you can tell where they jacked it from. And so obviously there was also a CD version, but this is the 12-inch single. And Geese is a New Jersey rapper, and this is her only record, sort of. It's her only solo record, but she was actually a member of a group called TGK, which featured her, an R&B singer named Teresa, and a rapper named Kaz, who was also from a group called the Black Rebels, who had a couple records out in New Jersey before this. I don't know for certain, because I've never read like an interview or an official bio or anything, but I assume the name TGK is their initials, Teresa, Geese, and Kaz, because he spells it K-Y-Z, even though he kind of pronounces it like C-O-S, like Bill Cosby or something, the Kaz. But it's K-Y-S, and I believe that's because that's his name, is Kaiser, because the producer of this record is Paul Kaiser, and there's also another guy named David Kaiser involved with the record. And if you look up their other records, there are a couple other Kaiser family members involved. So it makes sense that I'm pretty sure it's Paul is the rapper, Kais, and again, it's basically a playoff of his last name. But I could be wrong about, I'm not wrong about who the rappers are, but if TGK is actually their initials, but it just seems too logical. It must be. But anyway, we're not here to talk about TGK. We're not here to talk about the Black Rebels. We're here to talk about Geese and her answer record to If That Was Your Boyfriend. Although Kais does not only produce this record, but does kind of appear here, basically just sort of like a little bit interstitiary skits. He kind of acts as the boyfriend who calls her up at the beginning, and I think he has one more little appearance later in the song. So he doesn't rap or anything on this. It's all Geese. And her angle is basically directly responding to Michelle, saying, yes, that was my boyfriend, but not anymore, because since he was with you, I dumped him, now he's my ex-boyfriend. And so it's basically lots of sort of kind of playful insults, not at Michelle, but at the theoretical ex-boyfriend, sort of saying, oh, like, well, I'm better off without him, and good luck having him now, because he was bad in bed, and that kind of stuff. So that's the whole angle of the song. It's interesting, a slight variation on the whole kind of obscure female rapper comes out with an answer record, sort of the female version of the male record, only because she's responding to another female artist. So it's sort of the same principle, but it's a little bit of a twist on that. So it's just the one song on here. There's a couple versions. There's a main version, there's a clean version, there's an instrumental and a cappella, so it's kind of fully loaded for that one song, but there's no B-side or anything that particularly interesting else on here. Instrumentally, it's okay. It's 1993, and it sounds like 1993. It's definitely kind of like an East Coast record, but with that Dr. Dre influence in there. It's got this kind of whistling, dee-dee-dee-dee kind of G-Funk thing mixed in. But like everybody's doing 93, where it wasn't really G-Funk. The East Coast responds to it, and they wanted to just incorporate a little bit of it. That's what this is. And Geese, she's pretty good. She's definitely a capable, solid record. She's not like rapper. She's not like an amazing MC where you're like, oh my god, I need more Geese records. But she definitely, represents pretty well. She got like lots of punchlines and stuff, which are, nothing is really incredibly clever or anything, but it's all pretty solid. It's respectable. You could see her doing more records. And again, she did one or two other ones, but not too much else. This is her only solo record. So let's just jump right into it. This is My Ex-Boyfriend, That Was My Jawn.
relationship is sinking. Sis taking risks, don't know what you was thinking. Yeah, I know your type and yo, I got you down. Trying to spread my biz all around the whole town. So use the misfly who claim to take my guy. You over me, G's, please tell me why. Talking trash and press the record to announce it. Me, D.O. Day, some shit, I can't pronounce it. Now you got loot, think you're cute, cause you're dreadlock. I could care less if my ex marks your spot. I didn't want him cause he wasn't right. You need to watch your back, you might get played like girlfriend, girlfriend, you wish you had a real man. That was my boyfriend, that was my boyfriend. That was my true way before last night. Girlfriend, girlfriend, you wish you had a real man. Yeah, that was my boyfriend, that was my boyfriend. That was my true way before last night. If he was mine, what the hell would he want you for? Let's just serve an nappy to whoever knocking at your door. Lyrics come easy and convenient like a Black & Decker. So I see I have to bust a groove on a record. It can't get risky for a nigga playing frisbee, sweating this thing, trying